Hello, my friends from the channel. How are you all doing? It's a pleasure to talk to you about another topic on health and well-being. Today's topic is 5 mistakes that turn eggs into a dangerous food. You certainly see eggs as a superfood, right? A pillar of your diet, versatile, nutritious, and inexpensive. But what if I told you that the way you prepare your eggs for breakfast, the way that seems so innocent, could be putting you at risk of serious food poisoning? Worse, thousands of people, and maybe you're one of them, store eggs in the most dangerous place in the kitchen without even suspecting it. Do you know where that is? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the 5 fatal mistakes that turn this friend of your health into a silent enemy. And the number one mistake is the one that sends the most people to the hospital. Boiled, fried, scrambled. No matter how, eggs are a favorite in Brazil. Considered by many experts to be one of the most complete foods in existence, it is a true nutritional powerhouse. It is rich in high-quality proteins, essential vitamins such as A, D, and B12, and minerals like iron and selenium. Eggs are fundamental for building muscle, for eye health thanks to lutein and zeaxanthin, and for the brain because of choline. It is, without a doubt, a superfood. The problem is that simple habits, which you may repeat every day, are turning this ally into a silent risk for you and your family. What if I told you that the way you wash, store, and cook your eggs may be opening the door to a very dangerous bacterium, the infamous salmonella? Salmonella poisoning is no joke. It can cause severe diarrhea, vomiting, fever, and abdominal cramps that last for days. And while a healthy adult usually overcomes the infection, for children, the elderly, and people with weak immune systems, the consequences can be much more serious, leading to serious complications and even death. In this video, we're going to unravel each of these 5 mistakes. But I'm not just going to show you the problem, I'm going to give you the definitive solution for each one, based on what food safety agencies and nutrition experts say. In the end, you'll know exactly how to eat eggs with 100% safety, enjoying all the benefits without any fear. Let's get started. Mistake number 5. Frying eggs with refined oils or over very high heat. Let's start with a mistake that happens in the heat of the pan. You decide to fry an egg. You grab the pan, add a drizzle of soybean, canola, or sunflower oil, and turn the heat to maximum to heat it quickly. In seconds, the egg is there sizzling with that crispy edge. Sounds delicious, right? The problem is that at that exact moment, you may be making a double mistake, damaging the egg's nutrients and creating inflammatory substances. What's the risk here? The danger lies in the instability of refined vegetable oils when we overheat them. Oils like soybean, corn, and sunflower oil are rich in polyunsaturated fats, which oxidize very easily with heat. When you heat these oils over high heat, they not only lose quality, but can also generate toxic and inflammatory compounds, such as aldehydes. These substances, when consumed frequently, contribute to chronic inflammation in the body, which is the root of several diseases, from heart problems to premature aging. Furthermore, excessive heat can damage some of the egg's precious nutrients. Choline, vital for the brain, is sensitive to heat, and the same is true for some fatty acids, such as omega-3. In other words, by overheating an egg, you are literally burning a part of what makes it a superfood. Cooking at very high temperatures can also alter proteins, making them more difficult to digest. What's the right solution? The solution is simple and has 2 secrets: the right fat and the right temperature. First, replace refined oils with fats that are more heat-stable. The best options are butter, especially ghee, extra virgin olive oil, or coconut oil. These fats withstand the rigors of cooking better without oxidizing. Second, and perhaps most importantly, lower the heat. Cook your egg over medium-low heat. It takes a minute longer, but it preserves the food's nutrition and avoids creating harmful substances. A great technique is the egg in water method. Put a drop of olive oil or butter in the pan, crack the egg, and add 1 or 2 tablespoons of water. Then just cover. The steam cooks the white and yolk evenly without needing high heat or a lot of fat. This way, you have a delicious fried egg with the yolk cooked to your liking, but still good for your health. Mistake number 4, storing boiled eggs for too long or in the wrong way. This is a classic mistake of busy life. To get ahead in the week, you cook a dozen eggs on Sunday to have a convenient snack on hand. Super smart move, right? Yes, as long as you know how and for how long to store them. The problem is that many people forget these eggs in the refrigerator and eat them after 1, 2, or even 3 weeks. That's where the danger lies. What's the risk here? When you cook an egg, you remove the natural protective film from the shell and change its structure, making it much more perishable than a raw egg. A cooked egg is a moist and nutritious environment, perfect for bacteria to thrive. Food safety experts are clear. A cooked egg, even with the shell on, should not be kept in the refrigerator for more than 7 days. After that time, the risk of contamination by bacteria such as salmonella or E. coli increases significantly, even if the egg doesn't smell or look bad. Remember, the most dangerous bacteria are invisible and have no smell or taste. If you peel the cooked egg, things get even more serious. Without the shell, it should be consumed on the same day. Another risk is leaving boiled eggs out of the refrigerator for too long. The 2-hour rule is law. No cooked food can remain at room temperature for more than 2 hours. If it's hot, this time drops to 1 hour. Leaving mayonnaise salad or boiled eggs on the barbecue table all afternoon is an invitation to food poisoning. What is the correct solution? The right way to handle boiled eggs is simple, but it requires discipline. First, as soon as you cook them, drop the eggs into a bowl of ice water. This stops the cooking process and cools the egg quickly, reducing the chance of bacteria multiplying. Second, store them in the refrigerator as soon as they cool, preferably within 2 hours. Use a clean, sealed container, and if you want, place a paper towel at the bottom to absorb moisture. Leave the shell on until you are ready to eat. And the golden tip: stick a label on the container with the date you cooked them. That way, you'll never have any doubts again. If it's been more than 7 days, don't risk it. When in doubt, the trash is the safest place for your health. Mistake number 3, washing eggs before storing them in the refrigerator. If you've ever been surprised, get ready. This mistake is one of the most common and stems from the best of intentions: hygiene. You come home from the market, look at the egg carton, and think, "I'll give them a quick wash before storing them to keep everything clean." Seems like the right thing to do, right? But, in reality, you're making a serious mistake that can contaminate your food. What's the risk here? Nature is ingenious. The eggshell seems solid, but it's full of microscopic pores. To protect what's inside, the hen covers the shell with an invisible film, the cuticle. It acts as a shield, a natural barrier that prevents bacteria like salmonella, which are often on the surface of the shell, from entering the egg. When you wash an egg, you remove its protective membrane. It's like stripping the egg of its armor, leaving it vulnerable. Worse, the washing water can push bacteria from the shell into the egg through the now open pores. The risk is even greater if the water is cold, because the temperature difference creates a kind of vacuum that sucks the contaminated water inside. In short, that act that seemed super hygienic actually greatly increases the risk of contamination. You may be unintentionally cultivating bacteria inside a perfect egg. That's why health surveillance agencies around the world say, don't wash eggs before storing them. What's the correct solution? The rule is simple and direct. Store the eggs in the refrigerator as they come. Don't wash them. But what if the egg is dirty, with a feather or dirt? Even in these cases, the recommendation is not to use water. Clean the dirt with a dry paper towel. This dry cleaning already solves the problem and maintains the egg's natural protection. Washing should only happen immediately before use. When you're about to crack the egg to cook it, then yes, you can wash it under running water. Since it will be prepared immediately afterward, there's no time for bacteria to multiply inside. Remember this paradox. The attempt to clean eggs before storing them is what can actually make them dirty inside. Mistake number 2, storing eggs in the refrigerator door. Now let's talk about the mistake that refrigerator manufacturers themselves taught us to make. Open your refrigerator door. What do you see? Probably that little plastic space, perfectly shaped for eggs. It's practical and it seems to be their place. But I have some shocking news. The door is the worst possible place to store your eggs. What's the risk here? The main culprit here is temperature variation. The door is the warmest part of the refrigerator and the one that suffers the most from opening and closing. For a sensitive food like eggs, this instability is terrible. First, this temperature change causes the eggshell to sweat. This humidity creates the perfect environment for bacteria to grow on the surface. If you've already made mistake number 3 and washed the eggs, the danger is doubled. Second, the fluctuating temperature causes the egg to age faster. It loses freshness and quality. The white becomes thinner and the yolk softer, signs that the egg is deteriorating. Third, the movement of opening and closing the door can create micro cracks in the shell. These cracks, which we don't even see, are entry points for bacteria and also cause the egg to absorb the smell of other things in the refrigerator, such as onions or fish. Nobody deserves an omelet that tastes like the refrigerator, right? What's the correct solution? The solution is to give your eggs a new home, a safer place in the refrigerator. The ideal location is on the inside shelves, preferably the middle shelf, where the temperature is cooler and, most importantly, more stable. And here's another golden tip. Keep the eggs in their original cardboard carton. The carton protects against bumps, prevents them from absorbing odors, and most importantly, has the expiration date. Information you lose if you put them on the door rack. For perfect storage, place the carton on the middle shelf with the eggs facing down, pointed end down. This helps keep the yolk centered, which also preserves freshness for longer. So from today on, ignore the door rack. Leave it behind. Your eggs deserve a better place. Mistake number 1. Eating eggs with runny yolks or raw eggs. We've reached the top of the list. Mistake number 1. The most common, the most loved, and undoubtedly the most dangerous. It's the mistake that sends the most people to the hospital. We're talking about that fried egg with a runny yolk, the soft-boiled egg to spread on bread, and the use of raw eggs in recipes like homemade mayonnaise, mousse, or tiramisu. What's the risk here? The risk has a name: salmonella. This bacterium is one of the biggest causes of food poisoning worldwide, and eggs are one of its favorite carriers. Contamination can happen in 2 ways. Either the bacteria are already inside the egg before the shell even forms, or the shell is contaminated from the outside and the bacteria enter through the pores. The problem is that salmonella only dies with heat. Poor cooking, which leaves the yolk runny or liquid, means the egg didn't heat up enough to kill the bacteria. Experts are unanimous. To be safe, the egg needs to be cooked until the white and yolk are completely firm. In a boiled egg, this means boiling for at least 7 to 12 minutes. In a fried egg, it means turning it on both sides and ensuring the yolk doesn't run. The symptoms of salmonellosis are horrible: vomiting, diarrhea, fever, and abdominal pain that can begin 8 to 72 hours after eating and last for several days. For at-risk groups, young children, the elderly, pregnant women, and people with weakened immune systems, the infection can be very serious, leading to dehydration, systemic infection, and even death. The pleasure of a runny yolk simply isn't worth the risk. What's the right solution? Your safety must come first. The solution here is clear and non-negotiable. Cook your eggs thoroughly. Do you like boiled eggs? Let them boil for at least 7 minutes after the water starts to boil. Do you prefer fried eggs? Cook over medium-low heat and flip so that the yolk also sets. Making an omelet or scrambled eggs, check that there are no runny parts left. But what about my homemade mayonnaise? For recipes that call for raw eggs, there's a safe solution: pasteurized eggs. They are heated enough to kill bacteria without cooking the egg. They are usually sold in cartons, already liquid, and are perfect and safe for any recipe with raw eggs. So let's quickly recap the 5 mistakes and solutions. Mistake 5. Frying over high heat with bad oil. Solution: low heat and fats like olive oil or butter. Mistake 4. Storing cooked eggs for too long. Solution: eat within 7 days, always refrigerated. Mistake 3. Washing eggs before storing. Solution: dry clean if necessary and wash only when ready to use. Mistake 2. Storing in the refrigerator door. Solution: store in the carton on an inside shelf. And mistake 1. Eating with a runny or raw yolk. Solution: always cook until the yolk is firm or use pasteurized eggs. The egg is not the villain. It remains one of the most incredible foods that nature has given us. The danger is not in the egg itself, but in our habits. The good news is that all these mistakes are easy to correct. From now on, you have the knowledge to handle eggs the right way, ensuring that you enjoy only the best of this superfood, protecting your health and the health of those you love. If you learned something new and valuable from this video, click like below so I know this content helped you. This encourages me to continue bringing you information that makes a difference in your health. And now, share it. Send this video to your family group, to that friend who loves posting pictures of runny yolks, or to anyone who loves eggs. You might be helping to protect someone's health. To finish, I want to know from you. Honestly, which of these mistakes were you making without knowing it? Was it washing the eggs? Storing them in the door? Comment below. I promise it's a safe and judgment-free space. Your answer can help other people identify with it too. And of course, if you're not already subscribed, subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, because every week there's a new tip to help you live a longer and healthier life. A big hug and see you in the next video.